go. Hello. I'm just putting the link in the chat. Where is it? I'm getting too many messages at the top. Perfect. Hello. There we go, you can hear me. Hello, Chris. Hello, Alex. Hello, John. Hello, Lady H. Hello, beautiful people. Hello. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's days been? Let me just turn up not this brightness. I can see that. This brightness. There we go. Hello. Hello, Katie, Leanne, Danny. Who's this handsome man? I appreciate that, Jay. How's everyone doing? Oh, we're dropping hard now. Been a very interesting day. Good few things to talk about today, indeed. So should be really nice. And let me know if you liked a couple of things. So about the private group, I did say two things today. Let me know your thoughts on what I said about the Jerome Powell thing. Like, let me know if you want more of that fundamental bias in there. Every sort of 2-3 weeks, I do drop things like that in there to see sort of how people like it, and if people like it, then I'll do more stuff like that. And then also the notification guide as well. For those outside the private group, we do have a lot of sections of it, but because it's split into sections, you can tailor the private group to the information that you want to receive. If you just want to receive signals, you can tailor it to that. If you just want to receive educational content, you can tailor it to that. If you just want to receive live streams, you can tailor it to that. Let me know your thoughts on that sort of notification guide, if that makes sense, as I think that will be, it will allow you to personalize your experience in the group a lot more, getting the content that you specifically want to get. I mean, if you just want to get everything, then that's perfect as well. But if you want to get specific things, then also, let me know your thoughts on that. As well. I think it's a really cool idea. Hammer, trade idea, so something I'm looking for. And then like the one this morning ran, I can't remember now, it was 1 to 1.9, which was good. Again, when I post the trade ideas, take profit is just like a random, I do just drag it up. I don't have a set take profit for any trades. I always let trades run, so I take partials as we go up, move my stop loss up, etc. So take profit's it doesn't really matter to me. Hello, Andy. Hello, Heath. Timothy. Hello. Matthew, are we having a trade tonight on the live? Potentially. I mean, if it did drop hard, so we'll see. What's that? God, funny Jay. Hello, like always. I don't know. Was yours? I think it was Craig. Actually, Craig's level was just above, and he got tagged in. I mean, it's not that far off at all. I can't remember how far it is. Okay, under 20 pips. So yeah, not far at all. But Craig did get tapped in on that, which was nice from Craig. What's this? Okay, I'll look at that after. Ben, I've just seen that. Oh, what the hell have we got on here? Let me move this over. Perfect. Some random things came up there, but yeah, let me know if you've got any. Let me know if you've got any trading questions, guys. Let me know what you're looking for at the charts. And yeah, any questions? Yeah, 4,600, exactly. I mean, 4,600 is obviously a very big psychological level, so a lot of people place orders there, so we could definitely see a small reaction. I think those psychological levels, realistically, you could set up and obviously definitely not financial advice. But if you were to set up something where the first time a big psychological level is hit over the course of a month, then you take a position in that direction. I mean, the first time we hit 4,600, like we got a drop. The first time we hit 4,500, like after a certain period of time. These psychological levels are respected more times than they are not, definitely. So there could be something there. I use them as confluence as well. Craig. Max, I got my 360k in near studio down, going to recover it. Got get a payout, then bring out another psychological. Nice, Jay. Love that. I did see. I saw your message about it. So yeah, sounds. I'm looking forward to the full recovery. ColezTrades. So this is gold. Yeah, this level's still a strong level. We'll get into marking up the charts and everything in a brief moment. I think there'll be some nicer levels that we can slap on. Mainly looking at this VWAP here. This VWAP looks very nice, actually. Let me just quickly pull this up here. Pull this up here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, move that. 100%. Easy work, Katie. Love that. I'm a newbie. Well, Tommy, if you've got any questions, and this goes out to anyone, if you do have any trading questions throughout the live, and even if it's something not to do with what I'm doing at the chart, just a simple question that you're just curious about, then don't hesitate to drop it in the chat and I'll happily get to it. If you have any other questions as well regarding what I'm doing at the charts, regarding the private group, anything like that, I do go live every night, Sunday to Thursday. So if you do come up with questions during the day, so during your trading day, if you do come up with any questions, then you know I'm going to be live on a night. So just make a note of them, drop them in the chat, and then I can go over them live at the chart for you. And yeah. I wish mashed potato and some puff pastry pie was for dinner. That would be. Oh, that'd be incredible. I'm probably going to have spaghetti bolognese. Wait there, let me... We're dropping hard. I didn't expect it to drop this much. As soon as I go live, stuff always happens. I have about, oh God, let me just cancel these. 1 second, guys. Looks like we're really struggling to get past that low. 600's just an absolute not nice for price, is it? Boom. There we go. That's fine. Wait there. I'm just making sure everything's all good on here. That's fine. Okay, perfect. If I get a VWAP divergence, I'm in on this level. Let's take a look at what's going on. Money flow's dipping hard. That's nice. VWAP sort of slowly making its way to the upside. Nothing much going on there, but it's going to the upside, which is nice. Divergences are starting to form on the 1 minute, which is good. We could be seeing a 15-minute divergence. Maybe not 15-minute, maybe like 6-minute divergence. We are getting a 5 and 6 minute divergence, which is nice to see. Kind of like 50-50 on VWAP. That 600 level, it's just it's a bit of a pain. Boom. I did jump in the trade, change stop loss to entry as soon as it reached 1-1 and the price came, hunting my stop loss, and I was out of the trade very soon. All good like always. Look, when it hits 1-1, when a trade's running 1-1 risk to reward, which A is still very good, making sure moving stop loss to break even is brilliant because it covers your losses. Okay, that's amazing. And then even taking some partials off the trade is very good as well. Securing some profits. Okay, it's always nice to take some profits, but you want to leave some runners on the table as well. So maybe 1-to-1 or 1-to-1.5. Take some partials off. I normally do take partials between 1-to-1 and 1-to-1.5. Normally not a lot, but I normally do. And then I get to move my stop loss, not to break even, but to under the low. And because of the partials that I've taken, that small loss, if we do come down to stop loss, is covered by the profits that I've taken off the trade. So then effectively, I can move my stop loss to break even without actually moving my stop loss to break even, if that makes sense. So I take a bit of profits off the table, move my stop loss below the low, so it's not directly at break even, so I've got a safer stop loss, and then I've got a safe stop loss. My trade's at break even. If it hits stop loss, the profit that the money that I'll lose will be counted out by the money that I took profits on. So then I'm in like a no-lose situation, and my stop loss is in a safer position than if it was just at break even. Take partial. So you can set limits to take partials, or you can close part of the position, but I actually on your position. But I do recommend just using either Broker's app or CTrader. They're so much better than MetaTrader in pretty much every single way. And so I'd heavily recommend that. And especially if you're using MT4, especially that, I really don't, unless you've got like crazy good plugins. MT4 is very, very, very not good to trade on. Very not good. And there's just better alternatives to MT5, in my opinion, for tracking profits and for like closing full position and etc. MT5's brilliant for tracking. Okay, but for actually executing and actually managing the trade, there's a lot better software now to use, in my opinion. And so from 46.26, very nice. Very nice trade there, mate. Really, really nice. Yusuf, drop me a message on Telegram. I'll set you up, mate. Kicking myself, I didn't do anything today, but the levels wasn't hit and I wasn't willing to risk my own thoughts. Yeah, Aaron, that's all good. Look, on especially on Mondays, there's no need to force yourself into a trade. Again, especially on Mondays and on Fridays. If an opportunity doesn't arise for yourself, then there's no need. There really is no need. And especially today, coming off a very chaotic weekend, very chaotic, again, evidenced by the huge gap up on market open and the just bazooka to the upside. It was definitely a crazy day to be in the market. So it's not a bad day at all if you did take a step back. Not a bad day at all. By the way, let me know if you found the Federal Reserve being sued interesting. I did put a voice note in the private group. Let me know your thoughts on that. I thought it was hilarious. And so if you did listen to that, if you haven't and you're in the private group, I do recommend listening to that. It's a good insight into what's going on right now. But yeah, I think that's America is it's crazy. I monitor live trades and take partials updates. Solid. Brilliant, like always. That's really, really, really good. Sounds really good, mate. 9 incoming. Look, after we've hit 59.8, I'm fine. I thought it was hilarious too. Yeah. The Eve, I heavily recommend. There's an interview out there, and it's of it's Trump and Jerome. And they're in the Federal Reserve building that's just being constructed. And because like they're both going against each other. So like Trump's like, yeah, it costs like 3.4 billion when it was meant to cost like 2.7. So it's cost a lot more. And then Jerome looks at him like, what? Why? No, it didn't. I sorted this. No, it didn't. And he got him to hand him the papers, and it was all on live TV as well. They just went back and forth. It was hilarious. And then Trump jokingly said to lower interest rates and patted him on the back. And he didn't listen, and now he's being sued. Rich, drop me a message on my Telegram, which is linked on the YouTube description, and I'll walk you through exactly what I use, mate. Very nice NFG. That's really, really nice. What a crazy day. Definitely, Warren. Boom to the upside. Although there was a good few members, and I think Craig took a crazy sell, which was nice. For me today, sells are just not something I'm looking for. That is, you've got to have some balls to sell right now. Definitely some nice opportunities to do so. Definitely. But yeah, crazy to, yeah, scary in my opinion. Something I do want to mark is this here. Craig Fluent sucking up all the liquidity. Literally. Craig, can you chill a bit? Can you deposit some orders into the market so we can execute on ours, please? That'd be lovely. Yeah, it came very close. With it under 10 pips. I think within like 8 pips. Got a nice little buy sell. Nice, Warren. Very nice. I do want to check this. Might be a few switching around things tonight. Okay, boom. That's fine. What can I say? I like to start a fight with the balls sometimes. No. Craig, come on to our side. Okay, come on to our side. Does it work? Do you send signals certain times of day? Not certain times of day, mate. We do actually have. So in the private group, I send signals. I send analysis. We've got courses, community. And then we do actually have an educator inside the group. So it's not just me. You've got educators who are also amazing traders sending out signals. And we've got one of the educators actually does send out exact times to enter trades. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, it really is the case of this is the best trading group you will find, and I'm 100% for that. The education is unmatched. The signals, we've got someone in the group who's tested our signals versus literally every other signal group, and ours comes out on top. It really is the best. So if you've got any questions on that front, mate, just let me know. Get great educators on the chat too. 100% agree. And I like how diverse they are. You know, we've got very, very different systems for all educators. Everyone has things which kind of tie together, but then very different at the same time. But it's nice to see the common threads through. I think that's very interesting as well to take a look at. Craig's one of the educators inside the group. He's worked on the bootcamp inside the group, and then he's doing some crazy stuff now as well. Absolute weapon. Craig's got balls. He does. I agree. That is the truest thing. That is the truest message I think I've ever seen in the YouTube chat. Craig's got balls. I do agree. Yeah, NFG, the indicator, the ColezTrades indicator, you can get on TradingView. Head and are you on about this? Very wonky head and shoulders here. Are you on about that? I mean, I could mark it up nicer, but you on about that head and shoulders, mate? Yeah, Leanne, in the video that I sent you when you got onboarded into the group, in that video, I do go over taking partials near the end. If you struggle to find it, then just drop me another message and I'll resend it to you. But yeah, and by the way, to everyone who has joined the group, I do recommend looking through those videos that I sent you. I know it's like you want to jump in and everything, but making sure, you know, you take your time, you go through the videos, you ask questions, and just take it step by step by step is very important. There's a lot to learn in trading, and there's a lot to go. But when you think about, you know, we've just come into 2026, think of how fast 2025 has gone. If you just dedicate yourself for not a ridiculous amount of time, you can change your life in this group. Many members have. You can do it. And the reason why I think it's so easy to talk about the group is because I've seen members genuinely do incredible in the group, and I know the resources which we've got in the group, and I know you can, if you dedicate yourself, you can do extremely well. And so it's not going to be overnight. Nothing is. But if you do dedicate yourself, you definitely can. Actually, I'm getting weird notification from Discord, by the way. Something new support tickets. Yeah, Ben's been playing around with it, so just ignore them for the time of being. Wait there. Don't. Live. Oh. Boom. There we go. But yeah, always new things are coming out. There's always new things. I mean, Brandon said to me, Brandon sent to me before. He said, "Oh, I've got a friend who's looking to join the group. Can you send me through like what's actually fully included in the group?" And it was like boom, 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 like just list. It's crazy. Hello, Simon. No, I was just making sure because I don't want the group to get spammed with notifications. So if you do get if you have got notifications to do with bot like a bot, just ignore it for the time of being. We're experimenting. And if you get messaged off Ozzy Osbourne as well, please ignore that as well. Yeah, experimenting. Hello, Sam. See, just come in. Yeah, 100%. 2026 is a big year, but you know how far the group's come just in 1 year of sort of really running the group. I mean, it's come a long way, and I was speaking to someone actually today who's very, 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 very big in the trading space, like very big, and he says most groups that he's sort of seen and most people he speaks to, they get very lazy with things and they don't adapt their group and they don't keep growing. Whereas we're constantly looking for ways to improve the group. So you will see a lot of things come and go in the group. If we'll try something, if it doesn't work, we'll scrap it. We'll try something, if it doesn't work, we'll scrap it. We'll try something, if it really clicks, we'll go from there. Just different ways to convey information, basically, and get everyone the support. NMA, Ozzy hates you. Like, Ozzy has fully gone wild, by the way. He's meant to be nice in the group now, but and by the way, to those who aren't in the private group, this probably sounds really confusing, but we do have Ozzy Osbourne in the group. It sounds, to people who aren't in the group, it sounds really crazy, but yeah, he's meant to be nice now, but like occasionally he just kind of has a go at people. So yeah, he's a bit temperamental. You gotta be nice. Ozzy's at Legend, saw him live back in 1998. Nice, Stevie. Now you get to speak to him inside the group. How amazing is that? Oh no, Mo. Is he here? Is he your uncle? What? Is Ozzy Osbourne my uncle? Good. Ozzy was literally gone rogue. He just gives pure abuse to everyone. NMA didn't even speak about him earlier. He showed up and abused. Yeah, there's been a few messages where he's completely unprompted. And by the way, he is coded not to do that. He is meant to only respond if you at him, and he's just gone rogue. Honestly, I messaged Craig on Saturday. I said, Craig, get the whiskey ready. It's gonna be an interesting night. And then we had Trump, Barack Obama, Jesus, and everyone. Yeah, it's funny. It's good to have a laugh now and then as well. You know, we've got on one side we've got a very serious group, and you know everything we talk about is very, very serious. And trading and money is a very serious thing. But it's important to have that, you know, light-hearted side and have a laugh now and then. And oh my god, I was honestly crying with Ozzy specifically. It was it was so funny. Ozzy AI taking over the world. Honestly, yeah, he will take over. Like OpenAI / ChatGPT versus Ozzy. We're gonna see him trending on the App Store tomorrow. It's game over for everyone. Honestly. Guys, you think I'm in control of the Discord? We're all at the mercy of Ozzy now. It's his. I tried to turn him off, I think, on Sunday. Nah, he wasn't having it. Yeah, DB, that kind of broke him a bit, didn't it? I've done good to resist. Nice, John. Nice, John. There was a couple of opportunities, but it's good to stay out. You know, if you're not comfortable and you don't like the conditions that are there, then definitely one of the hardest parts of trading is not trading. It really is. And so understanding when you come to the charts, looking at the market conditions and seeing, okay, these market conditions maybe aren't the best for me, and taking that step back, excuse me, is a very good idea. It's in the Yusuf. This is in the private group. Aussie Fluence incoming. We should. I need to take a screenshot of the trade and ask Aussie what does he think of it. Mercy of Aussie. We are. Don't ever trade at 2:29 p.m. UK time, New York. We'll sweep you and go the other way. That's unfortunate, Shay. That is unfortunate one, mate. Hopefully you'll pull it back tomorrow. I mean, the week's just begin. I don't count Monday and Friday as days, okay? But the working week is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, okay? That's where the true opportunity lies. Okay, let me move this over here. Okay, let's see what else we can find then. So we have got this position which I've posted in the private group, which was sort of waiting for. What I'll do is I'll move this down here just so we've got a bit of a clearer chart. Okay, let's move out to the 15-minute. I don't want to be too zoomed in. Oh no, I just saw Ozzy Osbourne is typing. No. If I see Ozzy Osbourne has joined the chat on the YouTube comments, I'm losing it. Swear. I bet someone's renaming their YouTube to Ozzy Osbourne. I can see it now. Oh no. Okay. Let's mark up. I do use trend lines just to gain sort of a structure. I don't trade specifically off trend lines, but I like trend lines. They're kind of like scaffolding for me at the charts. So just to see what the hell's going on. Okay, I don't really like that. I do like that. I do like that. We do have VWAP down here. VWAP's something which I take very, very seriously. I think VWAP's one of the best things to have on your charts. Let's move this over, see what else we can sort of find. Everything else is down here, really, unfortunately, which is annoying. Something is definitely very important is if we do break down through this low, chances are there's pretty much no volume here. So there's not much really holding us up. So if we drop through this level here, like this low here, chances are that drop will be like a very volatile, quick drop because there's nothing holding us up. And so making sure to keep that in mind in your plan, that although we are all the way up here, we can quickly come and retest this high here, which could be very, very nice. That high there is yeah, very nice. And then also we get to fill this gap here, which is also nice. Let's move this over. And by the way, guys, any trading questions, just let me know and I'll happily answer them. And yeah. Boom. Let me see what we've got going on over here. Okay, we do have a golden pocket that lines up with that previous high there, but that is indicating that that is the potential top before a nice reversal. It's a nice level, so I'll mark it up. Okay, so we got gap plus golden pocket plus trend plus prev high. Boom. 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 There we go. I'm going to move that in a bit. as we are on a bit of a higher time frame. Sorted. So golden pocket is a 61.8% retracement in price. Basically shows a nice area where it would, if we anticipate the trend to continue, it would be an anomaly for price to go further than that point. And so it gives us a statistical edge in that sense. Secondly, we've got a gap here. Market likes to fill gaps to basically test that there's liquidity and orders there. And then second thing, what else have we got here? Trend line, just a basic trend line. And then also we got previous highs here that we broke out of with significant volume. If we break out of a previous high with significant volume, that shows a lot of like absorption and a lot of basically orders being taken out in the market. So when we come back down to that high, chances are we'll see it as support as the markets sort of rebalance their positions and people protect that position. Eventually, a lot. If I say there's a 100% chance of that gap being filled, which I think we definitely can say there's a 100% chance of that gap being filled, it doesn't really help us at all, really. But yeah. Going for the Aussie TP at 466. We need to ask Aussie more gold questions. Also, I'm pretty sure Craig said 39.5 as well. 39.5. 43. Interesting. I actually need to see the general chat. Oh, God. Matthew, when I finish this live, if I take a look at the general chat and Ozzy Osbourne has absolutely ripped into everyone, I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, I've seen enough already. Hammer, definitely not, definitely not. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live, double tapping the screen helps spread the live about. And if you do have any trading questions, even if you sat there for the first time, you haven't watched a stream before, just drop hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. And again, any questions, even if you're brand new to trading, I'll happily go into detail on. And it's just great to see new people hopping on the live. Okay. It was a calculated target. Okay. Brandon did give... he did say, where was it? I can't remember what he said now. I think it was on the live I did earlier today. I think he said 46.09, which was on like a short time frame, very low time frame, was actually the exact top, which was hilarious. Hello, XPR. How you doing, mate? Bring in Sharon, she'll sort. Wait there. Can we get Sharon? We need to get... I think we'll be able to get Sharon. I think I'll be able to get Sharon. That might be a bit... Yeah, I'll be able to get Sharon. I think so. Yeah, definitely. Been holding gold for about a week. Crazy. Yeah, definitely. Crazy. Definitely a brilliant time to be in gold buys with everything that's going on in America as well with the Fed. I mean, it couldn't be a better time. There's so much pressure on the Fed to reduce interest rates, which is obviously brilliant for gold. And so, yeah, it's a really good time to be to be in gold. Yes. What does that mean, Ollie? Kelly, yeah, Sharon more annoying than Ozzy. Who's Kelly? Who's Kelly? I'm good about the Smashing Monday, so couldn't ask for anything more yourself. XPR, yeah. Great to hear you Smashing Monday as well. And yeah, it's been a very good day today. Yeah, been very productive day today. Very productive day today, actually. So two very good meetings. Started off boxing again, so in absolute agony from that. And yeah, had a nice long position earlier, which ran about 1 to 1.9, which is nice. And yeah, things are just looking very nice. Ozzy's daughter. Okay. I don't know. I don't know whether is she like a public figure? Is she like quite popular? Because then we might be able to. And I know another large institution isn't trying to put equal or opposite size. Do they talk? Chances are, yes. They know what others are doing. And something which is very interesting is on what was it? What was the stat? On the S&P, okay, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the 8 participants, just 8, make up 60% of the volume, which is crazy. Like crazy when you think about it. But yeah, they definitely have communication. And plus, when you're in that position, you know what they're going to do. It's like let's dumb it down completely. It's like if a professional footballer saw another professional footballer running down the wing. They know what they're looking for, if that makes sense. But they're still in competition with each other. Again, healthy competition though. Get Keir Starmer on. We'd have some lovely words about him. That would be... I mean, I'm open to it. Look, I'd ask some definitely interesting questions. I did search for Keir Starmer on the not to get political or anything, by the way. I did search for Keir Starmer and try and put one of him together, but it doesn't really work. Like it just doesn't come out right. I'm not going to say what it comes out like. You can imagine what the online space is like with Keir Starmer and how it molds his personality into what online thinks his personality is. And whatever you think of him, let me tell you, it was not that, okay? That was extreme. And so, yeah. No, it was DB, it was yeah, I can't even say. Yeah, it wasn't actually him. It was definitely not at the end. Katie. We'd all be banned from Discord if we had Starmer. Jerome Powell would be amazing, okay? That would be amazing, and that is something I did think on Saturday. We should be able to get Jerome in there. That would be funny. That's a really good one. Neither does Hill. Get Trump back. Oh, God. We're going to start World War III in this Discord. Aaron, so this is a long position, which I put into the private group before. I've moved the stop loss and moved the take profit down so the take profit can't be hit. A, because it was blocking up the chart and I didn't want my chart all multicolored. And B, because I don't use a set take profit. I like to take partials as we go up, move my stop loss as we go up. So whatever take profit I put on a trade really doesn't matter. I don't put a take profit on. I'll put one on for the sake of like the visual of it, just to make it look easier, but I never have a take profit on. I like Trump. He sounded like Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. Trump was good. I made him a bit extreme at one point, so he was getting annoyed. I can't remember who it was, but Adam asked. This is, by the way, for someone new who's joining, they're going to be so confused at what we are talking about. But Adam, he's a support in the private group, absolute legend. He messaged Donald Trump something, and Donald just absolutely ripped into him. And then another member messaged and basically said, "Look, like don't talk to Adam like that. This, that, and the other." And like defended Adam, which is amazing. But he didn't realise that Trump was AI Trump, and so it was carnage. It was carnage. That's good, Craig. That's a good one. There's a good few good ones, but I think Warren Buffett, I don't think would be able to capture his full intellectual capabilities. But we could whap Warren Buffett in. I could try and make him an extremely sarcastic version of Warren Buffett, and that would be pretty hilarious and useful. I guess we all know what everyone thinks of him. I think that came across the night. I haven't heard of that, Aaron. I have not heard of that. I'm going to move this over here so I can put this. So I can put my laptop on charge. I'm just going to move everything over. I haven't heard of that song though, Aaron. What is it? I'm sending that. This is awesome. Oh no. Oh no. What are we in for? But yeah, any trading questions, please let me know and I'll happily go into detail on them. And if you are new here, welcome to the community. It's good to have you. Definitely drop a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. What the? There's so many different plugs. Oh, that works. Wait, that's brilliant. No, don't allow. Elon Musk, I can add to the group, but no, that one's fine. That one's actually fine. I can add Elon Musk. Hit him in max. I would have moved mine out of the way. We'll see what happens. What time is it? What time is that UK time? Okay, that's fine. Max, how about Gordon Ramsay? I actually couldn't find. I'm pretty sure he's too much for the group. Let's see what this is looking like. We are getting divergences on the 3 and 5 minute. And no divergences on the 15 minute and up. If we close below this trend, it's not good. Could be looking for this VWAP. Price looks like it's a homing missile for this VWAP. We'll keep a close eye and see what comes of it. Nice, you're in the live. Notice I have the same trend line marked up. Nice, Willie. Nice, mate. Let me turn my brightness down. The charger isn't charging my laptop fast enough to keep up with the brightness that my computer's using. Apologise if it does lag, by the way. My laptop's running out of charge because of the amount of stuff that I've got open and the live faster than the charger can charge it. Red Snapper, I'm waiting for confirmations on this one. 1 second. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions, guys. We'll keep an eye on this setup and see what comes of it. We've got to keep in mind that it is later on in the day now. Obviously, later on the day, volume drops. Volatility can be a bit crazy. And so we want to keep an eye on it, see how it interacts with this VWAP and see what goes on. Nice hammer. Yeah, guys, let's take a look. And then also, I want to get into marking up some nice levels for tomorrow as well. Let's be fired up with some Coles fuel. I think we need to get Aussie in here to have a go at it. I think that'll work an absolute treat. By the way, guys, let me know if it is lagging. I hope it's not lagging on your guys' end. Otherwise, I will have to unplug the mic and plug in the charger and everything as well. I hope it's not lagging. I hope it's all good. But yeah. And then, by the way, guys, if you are new to the live, then drop a comment, say hi. And if you can, double tap the screen, does help spread around the live. And if you do want any more information on the private group, let me know as well. The private group is linked on the YouTube description. In there, you gain signals, analysis, courses, community, everything really. And it's free to join. All good. Okay, cool. Okay, it's just lagging on my end. Brilliant. Okay, that's fine then. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the markets right now and your thoughts going into next week. Again, gold's had an absolutely humongous move up from the start of this week, in part due to what's going on with the Fed right now. So the Fed is being, this is crazy to say, the Fed is being sued because apparently they spent too much on their Federal Reserve building. I don't buy it really. I think it's got underlying causes, and Trump obviously wants interest rates to go down massively. There's a lot of pressure on the Fed to reduce interest rates, which increases short-term spending, but then ruins inflation over the long term, which is obviously really, really good for gold, because gold's a hedge against inflation. So that's why gold's been absolutely booming. Nice, Andy. Breaking it. Where's Ozzy? Get Ozzy out of the Discord. Get him in the chat. Wingnut, the VWAP is the exact same as standard VWAP. The only thing is, on VWAP, when you first put VWAP on your charts, you normally have these two like lines either side of VWAP in the middle. The two lines show a standard deviation away from VWAP, which can be used specifically in a ranging market. I don't use the standard deviation away from VWAP though. Excuse me. I don't use it, but it could be nice for you to use if you do like it. I just use normal VWAP. Not the standard deviation, just normal VWAP. But yeah, massive shower. Well done, Andy. Really, really nice work. Let's have a look. A VWAP. Yeah, VWAP could be really nice. And VWAP's normally tested throughout the day. Look, there's a lot of orders at VWAP. A lot of institutions place orders at the VWAP. A lot of algorithms place orders at the VWAP. It's a very, very, very strong level. And so it normally is respected. And also, it can give you a good indication of where price is going to move. If you see a really strong bounce off VWAP at the start of the day, then chances are we're going to continue to the upside. If you see VWAP get a strong rejection, then chances are we're going to trend to the downside. If price above VWAP, chances are we trend to the upside. If price below VWAP, chances are we trend to the downside. It's a great little filter to add, and I really, really like VWAP. I like VWAP on Mondays after Asia when price is chilled, as it shares with weekly VWAP as well. Looking forward to February. Yearly VWAP is nice too. Hammer, I remember you saying about the yearly VWAP. And yeah, weekly VWAP's brilliant as well. That's a good point, Hammer. Something I should probably mention more, actually. You can, something which is really good, Hammer, I don't know if you use it, anchored VWAP. Anchoring the VWAP to a previous significant high or significant low can be seriously good. Should be getting my first proper payout this week. Then I'm off prop firms for good. Too much hassle. Going to ask for 90k funded, and then rest will fund my live account. Nice, Graham. That's a big step, mate. So seriously, congratulations. Really, really, really amazing. It's really amazing to see a lot of members really locking in 2026. It's really, really good to see. So super, super, super happy with that, and massive well done to everyone who's really, really going for it in 2026. For all those who are sitting on the fence here and wondering if you should take the plunge, honestly, what is there to lose? People ask what is in the private group and about how much does it cost. Well, it's free. Darren's being a little salesman for the group there. If you do have any questions regarding that or any questions regarding trading in general as well, then please don't hesitate to let me know, and I can happily go into detail on any questions you may have. And yeah, 1000% agree. Appreciate that, Katie. Selling the house to seriously scale up. But I saw that, Yusuf. I remember you said that yesterday, Yusuf. Darren's like ColezTrades spokesman now. Literally, I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. Can't be. I love that. We did have something went on earlier, which I'll be able to tell you guys about another time. It's definitely a story for another time. It's really funny though. Maybe next live. Okay. Let me move this over here. What is wrong with prop firms, and what is you funded? So Steve, We've got a private funding service inside the private group, which give you instant access to capital, and you've got no worries about not getting paid out or anything like that. And then traditional prop firms, their business model is mainly built on you losing money. So that's what a lot of prop firms don't say. Prop firms make money. Their revenue comes from challenges, okay? Their revenue comes from challenges. And so the less they pay out, the more profit they make. So they're incentivized for you to fail. And then a lot of them have, obviously, the tough challenges on the accounts, which are very, very difficult to pass. Very difficult to pass. I mean, you're hopping on a prop firm and they're expecting you to be an institutional level trader to even pass the challenge. And then even if you do pass the challenge, there's no guarantee that you're actually going to get paid out. And something which is very important is on prop firms, you are not trading on real money. It is all demo money. And so where is that profit coming from, which is paying you out? It's coming from their bottom line. So the less people they pay out, the more money they make. Now, you can go on to get live funded, but that is... most prop firms will just ban you off the prop firm and not go through the hassle of that. They'll say they'll live fund you, but in reality, they won't. A few do, definitely, but majority don't go that far and they don't do that. Yeah, exactly, Graham. Last prop firm didn't pay me and terminated my account. Honestly, there's not a single prop firm in the space, really, that if you're consistently doing well, they won't probably ban you, really. Even the top one in the space, which, like, when I say top prop firm, the first one that comes to your head, that one I personally know 3 people, I think, who have been completely banned off their platform, and they're top tier traders. They're not like crazy sort of drawdown and crazy profits and super unpredictable. They're very predictable, very smooth equity curve. And they're banned. So yeah. Not Cedar. Aaron, so I'm Cole. So my name's Max Cole. The group's ColezTrades. Cedar in the group is like the group's quant. So he focuses on quantitative and macro data modeling. So sort of advanced fundamentals in the group for people who want that next level trading knowledge. A lot of the trading space is very much surface level, and they don't go into the deeper stuff. So in this group, any members can ask me any like really deeper level questions. We do have that next level education, and then also CDOG really does a deep dive into that serious sort of deep side of trading that you can get access to. So this isn't a group where you join, you learn everything in 5 minutes, and then you're like, wait there, is this trading? I'm a pro trader. Why am I not profiting? I know everything. I'm not profiting. The market's against me. Anything like that. You truly understand how deep these markets go. So yeah, it does go very deep. Stephen, so that's only available to members of the private group, and then to get access to it, just drop me a message or go into the chat on Discord, or yeah, maybe just drop me a message and we'll walk it through. Education, a real community fund platform. The list goes on. It's simply the best group out there. Appreciate that, Darren. No, appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate that. And yeah, looking to do a lot more live streams going forward as well. We've really got some cool things going on. I really genuinely do think, like, if you just drop your risk a bit, take it slow, join the lives, ask questions, ask questions to the educators, take it patient. I do genuinely 100% believe by the end of 2026, you will be a consistently profitable trader. I really do believe that. So if you just dedicate yourself a bit, be patient, reduce that risk, okay? You've got to be able to survive in this market. So make sure that risk management is on point. Ask questions, join the lives, ask educators questions, be in the Discord, ask questions in the Discord, be patient, okay? You will build up a knowledge faster than you believe. And I do genuinely think that by the end of 2026, with what we've got, with what we've already got and what we've got coming, I think it would be very difficult for you not to be consistently profitable at the end of 2026. And I truly do believe that. So yeah. Aaron. No, I do find it absolutely hilarious where someone messages me at some random time, okay, or like they see me doing a particular thing and they're like, Max, you responded now, like you're here or doing this, and I'm like, I do it. I just instantly press on the message sometimes just to kind of creep him out a bit, like, what the hell is he doing up at this? What's he doing? Like, he was live 2 hours ago, and then he responded to me 2 hours after that, and then he's out boxing 2 hours after that. What is going on with this guy? I find that funny. Uh, Andy, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Aaron. Currently, again, not much volume at this time. We're kind of just chilling around break even, around this sort of trend line here. Money flows curve into the upside, VWAPs curve into the upside, divergences in the lower time frames are playing out. I think the key area to watch for this is this low here. So taking a look at how we respect that, and then sort of going from there. And I wish it wasn't this close to break even, but this low, you know, we've had a significant drop when we broke this low, so it is important to look at the level of help and resources are mind blowing. Zero pressure, genuine people, absolute no brainer to get involved. Appreciate that, Andy. Love that. Love that. And always, whenever I see these messages, I'm obviously appreciate it, but I'm like, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, and Craig knows some, and Brandon and everyone, and everyone knows things, like little bits that are coming. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, you guys are in for it, like, seriously, in the best way possible though, like, in not like an overwhelming thing, in like a strict flow type of way. If that makes sense. I don't know if that came across right. Oh, guys, I hope it's not lagging. Let me just. I'll turn this down. There we go. I hope it's not lagging, guys. I've got about 17 different wires plugged in here, and all of my devices, all of them are always out of charge, just because I'm always on them. So they always run out of charge, and when they're low on charge, it's a pain in the ass. Can't wait to be on the trading floor. Yeah, that's something as well. So by being part of the private group, if you are ever in Dubai, you can come to the trading floor with me. We have flown out a good few members in when did we fly them out? In December a lot, actually. But November, December, we flew out a good few members, all expenses paid to Dubai, and they came on the trading floor with me, and it was it was really, really good. So in a rock and a hard place right now between this trend line and VWAP. Like with me on my TV. Okay, Jono, I don't know what's going on there. Then I hope it's all right. I hope everything's all good. Well, guys, if you are enjoying the live, then double tapping the screen does help spread the live out more. And let me know if you've got any questions, and I'll happily answer them. And I do hope it's not lagging too much. I hope it's all good. It should be all good now. Need your huge power bank, Max. I really do. I need to figure out connecting connecting this mic into the computer. Wait there, let me try this. Let me know if you can still hear me if I switch to this. I need to figure out. Oh God. Connecting. Let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Oh wait, there you can. If I switch to this. Oh God. Did that work? I think we might be. There we go. There we go, sorted. Should be all good now. Should be back now, I think. Yeah. There we go. Should be back now. Do apologise for that. Some audio issues. I don't know why my mic doesn't connect, so do apologise for that. Sounds good. Okay, perfect. I really need some some more power banks. I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. Great, perfect. Yeah, all my devices are normally bloody out of charge. So when it comes to do the live, my phones are out of charge, my laptop's out of charge, and then going live does require a lot of power on your computer and everything. So it's a pain. But yeah, should be all good now. Been a part of the community since August, and honestly, the best group out there. One second. There we go. Should be all right now. Been part of this community since August, and honestly the best group out there. Now personally mentored by Leon and taking the leap this month to go full time as seeing consistent profitability. Sounds amazing, mate. Really, really amazing to hear that. Like, yeah, absolutely incredible. So, yeah, I mean, seriously well done. Seriously well done. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to finish up this live here. I'm going to go charge everything and need to get back to messages and everything and post the plan in the private group. So if you do have any questions going into tomorrow or any questions regarding the private group or anything like that, just drop them to me on Telegram or at me in the Discord or anything like that, and I'll personally get back to them. And I appreciate everyone tuning into the live. It's been a really good one. Answer some, I think there's been some great questions there. So I hope everyone's done really well today. Hope you've had a great day. And yeah, let's have a brilliant rest of the week, guys. Take care. See you all in a bit. See you in a bit, John. See you in a bit, Krishina. See you in a bit, James. Who else have we had on? Seen a bit Ronan, seen a bit Dramia, seen a bit Katie, John, Ross, Sam, like always, Katie again, Jason, Leanne, Wingnut, Justine, like always. Who else have we had on here? Willie, take care, guys. Have a great rest of your night.